Hi Gemini, I am having some ridiculous readings. I highly recommend cross-watching this week. Gotta admit, they are pretty long so far. This is only my third one of the evening, but Jesus, the first two were like 30 minutes or more. Oh my goodness. Hard to say, what this is going to be like. I feel like usually the first couple readings really set the tone, but every sign is different, and, it's all about what is going on for them. But so far, it's funny because the Lover's card, I think, came up in both of the readings, and when I went live last night, I was talking about how this is a very pivotal time to make decisions. It's not that we're going to see the results anytime soon, and it's not about having to take action. It's all about making decisions. And what's funny to me about that is that, the Lovers represents a decision that needs to be made. And so you are the Lovers, Gemini, and so I do feel like this decision vibe thing that's going on, right? It has something to do with you. But I'm seeing a lot of similar cards, so cross watch, dude. You should watch the Aries or Taurus. It's just been a lot of fun. Yeah, so hopefully it's not another 30 minutes, but if it is, fuck it. Damn, a lot of the same cards though. And I mean, I shuffle these so much because I do it when you're not looking, and then when you are looking, and that's a lot of shuffling. It's a little odd, in my opinion, to see a lot of the same cards, and it doesn't happen often, or I mean, it's very obvious when it does. So anyway, I just want these four up top. If we can, I will take them by force if I need to, because good God, it's late. I'm done. Not really though, I've just begun. That's the trouble. Okay, thanks a bunch. I feel like this one I knocked in the last, I don't know, whatever. I'm a little all over the place, but in like a fun, cool, energetic way. Yeah. I will take them. Ooh, Gemini. Love y'all so much. One more. I'm just looking for one card. One card. We'll take it. Everyone's gotten this so far. 666. You already know what it is. Okay. Looking at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands. Okay, this is very on theme. Crosswatch, I'm telling you. Especially if you have like those people in your life or those placements in your chart. It is the week to crosswatch. I feel like I say that very sporadically, but it does seem like I've been saying it a lot lately, so that's very interesting. But yeah. So it seems like you have a lot going on right now, Gemini, but I think you're honestly not spending enough time, like, I don't want to say counting your blessings, but you are maybe fixated on some of the wrong things, and you're not recognizing the little victories that you're having. For one, all right, we're seeing some financial victories for you, Gemini. I would like to point out, straight up top, Princess of Discs. We've been looking at the top of the deck too. Ace of Cups, yes. Fulfillment. These cards are super similar. What was the bottom of the deck? Knight of Wands, yeah. So you're finally living your dreams. You're following your passion, blah, blah, blah. You've made an investment. You kind of took a risk. You gambled on it, but you ultimately said, yes, this is what I want. I'm going to do this. And guess what? It is who you are as a person. It's you blooming for the first time. Not just blooming, but harvesting. Okay? And bam, payoff. 10 of discs wealth. Right? It's like you started with one little disc. All of a sudden it's 8 discs, then all of a sudden it's 10 discs, okay? So up and up and up. It's a payoff. You took a chance, you made an investment, you went for it because you knew it aligned with you and it aligns with who you are. And by God, getting that fucking money, okay? Getting that money. And then six of wands, victory. You won. I don't know if there's like a divorce that you're getting a payoff from, or like, you know, somebody was trying to tell you that it was a bad idea. Look, they were wrong. You won. You definitely won. Yeah, you got better things to come. You have good things now. You have like the best possible case scenario here, but like, this is just one investment, one disc, one seed that has been planted, okay? So, I'm just saying, you're seeing it tenfold, basically. Up top here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, hopefully that's still spinning in your direction. I'm seeing a lot of face down cards, and so I wonder if maybe the lesson here is seeing how your doubts, your self-doubts, or self-sabotage is getting in the way of really truly enjoying these things. Because if they're up here, they're pretty much set in stone. You know, like, this is happening regardless of this, right? But this might prevent you from seeing that or receiving that right now. It's almost like you got shit to do first, but finding your true fulfillment and taking the right approach. I don't know. Anyway, invest. Do it. It's totally worth it. Huge payoff. Just go for it. Love that. So I like to kind of see what the face-up cards are first, and then reveal the face-down cards, because again, that's kind of what needs to come to surface, and like what you need to be focused on that you're ignoring or unaware of. And we're seeing the Ten of Discs, the Wheel of Fortune, all on the up and ups, but right, like after that, we're seeing the Nine of Swords. So how did you end up, you know, going from this to that? In the center of all of this, because there's like a ring, I know you can't see every card, but there's like a circle of rings, is the Magician and the Hanged Man. And so the Magician, some people do associate with Gemini, so it's very much your energy, but the Magician's all about manifestation, and it's all about creating things, doing things for yourself, as above, so below. So whatever, it's everything is up has been my thing this week, and I guess I'm saying that you ultimately have power. You're working your magic. You don't even know it. You're like magic man or a fucking witch or something, and you don't even know how to use it. But if you're learning, or you're coming into if you're stepping into your power right now, if you feel like you're recognizing how good you are at this, you just have to stay dedicated to it. You gotta just 10 toes down. You're in it now, so you're like, all right, I've made the investment, and now I gotta stay by it, because you are creating it as you go, or the solo proprietor, maybe, if this is like a business decision. But stick to it, Gemini. That's kind of a running theme too. Again, check your placements, check your people, but it's good for you. It's looking good for you. Stay true to yourself and stay dedicated to your craft. And say that over and over and over again. So how did this Nine of Swords end up here? Let's just keep going down the line. There is some kind of self-sabotage going on. Some type of maybe addiction, some type of self-harm, something very destructive, but it's from you to you, by you, for you. You know what I'm saying? Not in a good way, because it's like not good things, right? And then below that, okay, we have the Four of Wands, completion, and the Prince of Cups. What's that about? We don't know yet. The Four of Wands being completion could be a cycle ending. It could be a new beginning. It could be something, it could be fulfillment in the same way the Ace of Cups is. But on the other side of this is the Prince of Cups. Okay, so there's a few things we could take note of with the Prince of Cups. A lot of times, I knew my laptop was going to start dying when I was doing this video, and I was like, I don't need to plug it in. It's fine. Give me a second. Handled. All right, so on the other side of this completion, or this fulfillment, or this cycle, we have the Prince of Cups. And so this could be you mentally reverting back to a previous state, in a sense that you're like, okay, I'm starting from square one. I'm going to think about this from a new angle. It could be a familial thing. You could be the son. You could have a son. You could want a son. there's not a whole lot of leeway on that. It's got to be one or the other kind of thing. But it's maybe like something is, I don't know. I did mention divorce earlier, so there could be some kind of situation where you're being, yes, this cycle ended and it's for the best, but it's also keeping you from your kid in a sense. Okay, so it could be something very dramatic like that, but yeah, we're gonna just keep going in a circle here, but these are all face down. Under here we do have the sun, but there's some blockage. There's like something stopping you from having your happiness and having your happy ending or enjoying your bright future. So we're going to get to the bottom of that. But over here, we have the Princess of Wands on its side. So if a card's on its side, it could be tipped in the upright or it could be tipped in reverse. And with this deck, the reverse is just the opposite of whatever it is. And the upright is what it is. So upright Princess of Wands taking the first steps. It's like if the Princess of Discs is making an investment, like a financial investment or a, not necessarily work, but, you know, like time and energy can be currency too, and that can be just as valid and as valuable of an investment as money. Okay, but it's an investment, no less. This is like emotional intelligence. This is like taking a step forward on your journey of feelings. Or ignoring them. You're kind of in between. There's like, again, a lot going on and you have some major blockages, but we will get to her. Okay. But she should be an upright queen. Where are you at, Gemini? I don't know. Anyways, we have the Star, which is the Aquarius card, and the Two of Wands, which is Dominion. Dominion can be a relationship. As you can see, it's like two emotions intersecting as one. It could also represent an ex, quite frankly, because that's what it is, isn't it? But it can be a living situation. It can be the domestic side of it, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship to represent a living situation, right? It could be that you have some sort of agreement, partnership, or quarters with an Aquarius. But it could also be that something about that area of life will change in Aquarius season, which will not be until winter of next year. But it could also be, yeah, so many options, I know, but that's the thing about general readings. Get a personal one if you don't like it. So books are open. Yes, everything you need to know is below. It could be things coming as a surprise to you. It could be like, you know, you become the star of the show, and it's not that you're blindsided by it, but it's not confused, just surprised. Where you're like, oh, all right. So, yeah, I like the attention on me too. Thank you. Like, what's that about? But in a good way, from a partner or from an ex or from someone you live with. But either way, you kind of become the thing. I don't know how to explain it. But somebody's going to take you by surprise, or the situation's going to take you by surprise. And then more face down cards. So let's get to the face down cards. Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. What exactly has led you to this doubt or this self-harm, hatred, etc.? I'm tempted to start with the top card and go down, but I also feel like we're leading up to that. So I'm gonna go left field here, Gemini, because I know that's what you would do. Six of Cups, pleasure. That kind of is very telling, isn't it, Gemini? So the Six of Cups is water, so we're talking perspective. We're thinking like the same way with the Ace and the Prince. It's all about, you know, the mindset. And right now you're in this like enjoying myself kind of mindset. This is also a very feminine card, if you will. It looks very yonic to me, with all the tubes and the cups and everything, the water. I mean, come on, it's like, yeah. So think of it as feminine pleasure. If you are the feminine, cool. It's about what you want and doing how you feel. But if you are not the feminine, or if you're dealing with the feminine, it's all about them. Okay, so it just depends on the dynamic. It's not going to apply both ways necessarily, but it could. The only thing I'm thinking is that, you know, Gemini being an air sign, you are one of the masculine elements. And there is some swords and fire wands on the table. And so it's a lot of the masculine representation here for you also. But it could be you if you are still the feminine in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not about gender, but you get it. Somebody in your life is all about feeling good. And the thing is, you might be the one giving them the pleasure. But what's it do for you? Nothing. It could be like this phase of like just having fun is kind of ending, and it's starting to hit you that maybe you're sad. Especially, something weird with this divorce narrative. Like, I don't really know, but thinking of it as a breakup or an ending with a person where you were enjoying things and all of a sudden it's over, and it's like, okay. I get that it's sorrow, but it's a 3 of Swords, bro. How did you go from a 3 to a 9 like that? It's like things didn't even fall apart. It's just like, oh, I was really enjoying that. Oh, I'm sad now. All right, drama queen. The fuck, even Knight of Cups. Okay, so it could be a parental situation once again. We're talking, this is weird, like, y'all broke up and now battle of custody for the kids or something. Very oddly specific, but hopefully people relate to it. Knight of Cups, your paternal instinct is sort of kicking in, or you're dealing with your own father figure, but the Knight of Cups definitely has got dad vibes. And again, you being the masculine, you are going to come up as the prince and the knight and whatnot. So it's almost like you have this really awesome perspective on all of this. Or you have a role or position that you're struggling to fulfill. And that is what's affecting you so much. It's like, I don't even care about nothing. Okay, but I don't know. It's like pleasure and sorrow, but then Knight of Cups and cruelty, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna miss that shit or whatever. That's fine. But what I'm really upset about is this. There's like a kid. It could be like a dog or something. I know how people are. I'm not a dog person myself, so can't relate. But you know, if you're childless, it could be something like that. Or again, it could be that your own parent is going through this energy, right? And it's inflicting itself upon you. It can be a generational thing, or it could be like a situational thing. Either or. So when this thing is ending, again, you have this like kind of whatever attitude, but there's also this hang up of like, fuck, dude, what am I gonna do? And what are you gonna do? You're gonna fight for it. You are gonna fight for it. And it's if you are going through like a breakup or divorce or something like that, it's really not about fighting for the relationship. I think it's really fighting. It's a custody battle kind of situation. It's like fighting for what you know is right, fighting for what you know you want. Again, cutting it off too, letting it be over, accepting it, but also, I don't know, it's positioned in a way where the Princess of Swords is pointed towards this ending, sorrow, mild, whatever, and has its back to the Knight of Cups, Prince of Cups situation. So you might even be focused on the wrong thing, where you sort of feel like you have to make amends with this person to get what you want, but it's done. It's done. It's fucking done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get what you came for. Even if that's peace of mind. Even if that's getting to where you once were mentally. Even if that's replenishing and refilling your cup. Because right now, you're draining yourself. Regardless. I know it's kind of a lot of messages, kind of a lot of storylines going on here, Gemini, but I feel like that's very you, and also just can relate in different ways to different people. Okay, and if there's no dog or kid, it could just be something of value in general if you are going through a breakup or a divorce. I'm hearing like, okay, it could be about work, if that narrative, I don't like doing romance-specific readings, like this deck is not, I have a separate deck for that, so like, these really aren't supposed to be romantic, which is why I think it's more about a family dynamic. It's really about saving the situation or the connection between you and another person, rather than the person that you're actually dealing with. Yikes, ouch, whatever. I mean, that sounds harsh, and it's not that you don't care or love them or whatever, but like, what's done is done, and you're ready to move on. Prince of Discs, starting over once again, just back to square one. Making another investment, making a new investment, right? So this could be representing the same investment, or it's success, getting what you wanted out of it. Judgment, the Eon, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on with you, Gemini. I don't know. Hopefully you know. The Eon is just judgmental. Beats me, man. Because I'm just guessing in the first place, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know, but it seems like, you know, maybe people don't support your new investment. Maybe people don't support the decision to try to, I don't know, raise a child by yourself or something. You know what I mean? Or like take somebody's dog. Whatever the situation is, right? And you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to invest in myself. This is my field and these are my seeds and I am going to reap those benefits. It's going to be backlash. It's going to be some judgment. You know what I'm saying? So, you reap what you sow, but watch what you grow, I guess. But also, don't let the haters dim your glow. Okay? That's good. What's blocking your true happiness? What's in the way of your ultimate sunshine, right? Where are your shades? Because the future's so bright. There's one up and one down. One is what it is, the other is the opposite, without. Now, the way this works is when they are turned opposite of each other, they are in place, but theoretically you could switch them if you need to, okay? So what's blocking your happiness, Gemini? Sucks for you, guy. The universe is just not about whatever you're doing right now. The universe is just like, this isn't it. This isn't like your destiny. This isn't what it's supposed to be. Like, you're not really in your place right now. Like, you're not with your person. You're not doing your thing. Like, there's just like something where you're just slightly unaligned right now. And there's something specific to indicate what that's in regards to, other than like Five of Swords here is defeat. It's a little bit going back to that self-sabotage energy where it's just like, I give up. I feel defeated. You know? I feel like, what's the point in trying? But also like, what's the point in anything? And so the universe is like, yeah, we're not totally vibing with that attitude. And it's really like, you gotta change you at this time. It's like, you think that convincing someone or begging someone or playing with someone in some regard is going to be the solution. But it's not you, you know. It's kind of whack. You know? Like, been hyping y'all up all day too, just all the time, and it's like, you're kind of disappointing me at this point. You're blocking your own future. You will never get this because you are not allowing it. You're not listening. You're not getting the messages. You're not hearing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not going down your chosen path. Because remember, once you do make the investment, stay true to yourself, it's the payoff, it's the victory, it's the winning, it's the cash cow, basically. Just to like take that step and say, yes, I'm doing this. This is who I am. This is going to make me. I am victory. Where's all that energy? How are you going to get this, aka this, when you're just like, yeah, I don't think that's what I want to do. And it's like, well, it's what you're meant to do. It is what you're meant to do. So, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But again, are you emotionally mature enough? Or are you gonna at least try? Or are you just gonna be like, fuck that, not feeling it, gotta go. And it's like, alright, but you're walking away from a lot. Remember? It's like, it'll surprise you, whatever you commit to, whatever you're settling down with here. It can take you by surprise, but it could also take some real time because I almost said spotlight. That star energy. That's funny. So last reveal here, last cards really. Again, you're at the center of all of this. You are really very dedicated and grounded in your magic. And you may not realize it, but you also are trying to force things that you don't want in a very strange way. You're like forcing something to work that you are also manifesting a totally different world, and the universe is like, yeah, we're going to give that to you. You're going to have it all. It's going to be awesome. And you're like, but I'm going to do this, right? And it's like, no. I really want that. It's like, okay, well, then do what we told you to. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to try something else. And it's like, okay, you can try it. It's like, go ahead. But at the same time, you already know it. What's this? 5 of discs, worry. And Tower. You are clinging. You are clinging to something that is not serving you. I don't even know how to not go so deep right now, especially when I'm trying to round out the video and be done with this reading. They're so fucking long today. You're so fixated and worried about money, but you're gonna stay in this energy because this is the same vibe as that 5 of Swords in the upright and the universe in reverse, is to have the 5 of discs, worry, in front of the Tower. It's like, you can sit here and be in the middle, be indecisive, be unfulfilled, or not care, a little bit of nihilism, a little bit of nonchalantness. But unless you let things really fall apart, you'll never get to where your heart wants to be, where your soul needs to be, and where your life is going. Okay? It's going to be constant worry, constant disappointment, constant defeat, constant fear, constant this and that. Where it's not like life-ruining or life-changing. It's just very mediocre. You're better than that. You're better than that, Gemini, and you know it. Just let it fucking happen. Let your world fall apart so you can rebuild it with your art. Love that. But for real. There ain't nothing to invest in if you don't have a new beginning. All right, so whoo, I feel that. So good luck out there, Gemini. I enjoy this. Have a good night, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. Thanks.